Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Addiction Solutions with Roselle. So glad that you could join me. Today, we're going to get back into finances and addiction. Last week, we touched on it a little, and I told you this week we'd get back with finances because I want to make sure that we touch on all bases when it comes to addiction and the correlation with your finances. Now, before we get started, make sure that you go to YouTube, Addiction Solutions with Roselle, and type in subscribe, or type in Addiction Solutions with Roselle on YouTube. When it comes up, hit subscribe. It's free. Tell your friends and family so that they can go back and look at the series of videos, because we're going to make this into a series. And so today, here we are, finances. All right. So we got finances that we talked about last week that we know: drinking, drugging, eating, gambling, shopping, credit cards are all addictions. And so we talked a little bit about the drinking. We know how that affects the finances. When you get tickets, for speeding or running stop signs or anything like that because you're under influence, maybe you're not getting charged with under influence, but you still got a ticket. When you're speeding and get caught, a lot of states or cities, they have cameras now that will track you speeding. And so when they catch you, you either got to go to a driving school, things of that nature, but it costs money. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about finances. Now, with the drinking, you got to pay, once you get caught, you got to pay an attorney, court costs, fines. You got to go to therapy. You got to pay for that. It drains. Heroin is self-explanatory. That's a bottomless pit. You're spending money, just to stay normal. Crack, probably the worst one on the face of the earth. You're sitting up blowing your whole check in one outing, not in 1 week, one outing. Your check is gone. Then the granddaddy is now gambling. Yes, has taken over. Because gambling has sucked in people that never thought that they could get caught up in addiction. They never thought they could get caught up in that web, because they always pointed fingers at other people. The alcoholic, the crackhead, the heroin addict. They pointed fingers at them, never dreaming, with my good job, with my connections, with my education, there's no way in the world that I'm going to get caught up where I lose my money. I am too intelligent for that. I am too educated for that. Wow. Started off beautiful home, nice cars, IRA, 401k, 457, outside bank accounts, credit union, money everywhere, savings bonds, you name it, gold, silver. I've invested well, but I didn't invest well enough, because the casino will make you get honest. Because when you start dipping into those accounts and can't stop, you have just qualified yourself as an addict. You're addicted now, like the crackhead, the alcoholic, the heroin addict, the meth addict. You're just like them now. And so once you start draining those accounts, then you begin to see the horrors of addiction. So then we drift on down a little bit to credit cards. Started off with one, $10,000 limit. Get another one, $20,000. Well, we got a good job. We got good credit. No way in the world I'm going to get caught up in the credit card dilemma. I got 5 or 6, $20,000, $25,000 limits. I can go buy a house with credit cards. I can get a car with credit cards. But now you got to start paying them back. And so the payments, minimum payments on a $20,000 limit, I'm not sure, but I know it's pretty high. It's not like $35 a month. You got to spend some real money for the minimum payment. But what does the minimum payment do? Nothing. You don't even put a dent in that bill. And you multiply that by 5 or 6 credit cards. Man, you're in trouble. So then we drift on down with the credit cards. And then if we're shopping, now we got another addiction. It's called shopping. So I got 6 pair of black pants. I didn't even know I had no black pants. Ladies, I got 5 black dresses. I didn't know that. There's so much stuff in them closets that you don't even know what you've got. Because you're shopping and you got a new addiction. And guess what? You never even dreamed it was an addict. Why? Because I'm legitimately shopping. I'm not stealing anything. I'm going in the store and presenting my credit card, and they're giving me everything that this credit card limit will buy. But when I look up, man, I got 9 and 10 of everything. And that's the new addiction. It's not new. It's been around a long time, but it's called hoarding. The garage is full. The basement's full. The attic's full. Of what? Of stuff I thought I needed. I didn't know I was hoarding. I'm an honest individual. How dare you lump me in with these other addicts? And then with eating, you know, you can spend a lot of money on food. Trust me, especially if you got an eating habit. Because eating is an addiction too when you overdo. And then we're going to get into health. But now you're crossing over into something else because you're eating yourself into a frenzy. You're just eating. You're getting up all night, all through the day. You wake up, there's crumbs all in the bed. You don't know how they got there. You know, they didn't get there by magic. You put them there. You know, you're trying to eat a half a ham, a half a turkey. And I'm not trying to make jokes. Eating is a serious addiction. But then it lumps in with our finances. Sometimes how we get it in there because it costs money to buy food. They're not giving away food. So anyway, jump back to the hoarding. Now, you can hoard again on food. Like I said, freezer full of ice cream. Guilty. Cabinets full of cereal. Guilty. People say that's not hoarding. You're shopping for the future. You're making sure you don't run out of food or run out of things like this. But when you start buying things in your garage, you know, you're trying to make room. You're not taking anything to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army or anything like that. You're not having garage sales or nothing like that. You're keeping all this stuff. 4 and 5 shovels, 2 and 3 lawnmowers, a couple of snow blowers. You're keeping this stuff. So we've got alcohol, drugs, gambling, credit cards, hoarding, shopping, all addictions that coincide with our finances. Things that we really have to be careful of. So I'm going to end it here. Remember, go to YouTube, type in Addiction Solutions with Roselle, and subscribe to the page. Tell family and friends, and we'll be back next week. Hope you join us, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.